talk show. I am Beyonka, the queen, also, and I'm here with Mr. Appy Scrap. Yep, you can get on that one.
What's up, y'all? Up there, Beyonka's Playhouse again.
And yeah, we're gonna play around a little bit tonight. And he has one of his beautiful ladies. But you supposed to introduce her, Apple?
She a grown ass woman. No. This is one of my ladies. And this is Lakia Queen. And we had a fantastic photo shoot last week.
Yes.
Now
awesome.
We've got one coming up this Sunday. Well, not tomorrow. The Sunday.
I saw that photo shoot. I was jealous.
Yes,
It was nice.
It was.
You should have been there.
You look good. I didn't know about it. I didn't know.
You should have been there.
Yeah, I go, y'all, with the fan already. We just started.
Yeah. Definitely had fun.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. I can't wait till the next one.
So first, let me welcome you guys to Beyonka's Playhouse. Mr. Ed was here last week, and we had shout out to Nicole Taylor. We had Nicole Taylor in here. That's my boo-boo.
Yeah.
Love her so much. But we were talking. The topic last week was dating in 2017. So I brought the topic back this week because I thought it would be awesome having other ladies in the Playhouse, as well as Mr. Apple Scrap, which gotta be a ladies' man. I mean, he just I was looking through the profile pictures. Through the pictures on Facebook, and every picture was just ladies. Just was all around him. So he's a bit of a magnet. I'm guessing.
Yeah, man.
Just a little bit.
A lot of ladies.
You love the ladies.
Yeah.
The ladies love you.
The ladies love me. That was in the movie though. I tried it. I think of it before the show.
So I thought this would be a good topic to bring back with you guys coming to the Playhouse, where we can elaborate on it a little bit more.
Right.
But before we go into the topic, maybe you could tell us a little bit about Apple of Your Eye. Is it Apple of My Eye magazine that you have coming out? All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and let you hold the rose gold, and you can tell them about it.
All right, that's what's up. Well, look, the Apple of My Eye magazine. First and foremost, I started it off as it was just one featured model in the magazine because it was a complete entertainment magazine. So it covered all aspects of entertainment.
Okay. Oh, you like rap artists and everything?
Anything.
Okay.
Anything entertainment. Anything that you use to entertain someone, it was in there. But the main thing that was getting the most attention was, of course,
the ladies.
The centerfold in the magazine. Of course, just like how the Jet magazine used to come out when everybody used to put the Jet magazine. They just wanted to look at the middle.
Beauty of the month, right? A beauty of the week.
Yeah. Or they might look at the top 20.
Yeah.
The top 20 countdown they used to look at in the front.
Yeah.
So, of course, people don't really pick up books nowadays and read. So I just.
Oh wait, I'm agreeing. People read still.
You gotta be in a certain location, like a boutique or a beauty salon or something like that.
Yeah.
So I just had to use my wit a little bit because I was that was the main thing that really got my name out there was the magazine.
Oh, okay.
Not comedy, not nothing else, because I used to come out outside the clubs from handing out flyers, and my flyers be on the ground. And I used to recycle them all, pick them back up.
You know what? I used to feel bad when I used to come out of the club, and I would see how people took the time to go through the parking lot and put flyers on people's cars, and they would be on the ground. So when I started doing entertainment, what I did was I would have my girls stand outside the club, because I used to have obsessions, Playhouse girls, and I used to say, listen, wait till the people come out, hand them to them, even if you go up to their car, give them to them and put them in their hand, and then let them get on. Because I was like, my feelings will be hurt. Yeah. But that recycle stuff, that's a good look.
Yeah, I used to have to do that, because I spent too much money on the flyers.
Yeah.
But, so I had to think, how can I get myself out there? And, of course, you have some people, outside of malls or whatever, buy my CD, almost had in a bag.
Uh-huh.
So I figured like this, all right, if you put a bunch of women, beautiful women in the magazine, because you got to look at a magazine, you can move house to house, 30 houses, but you never get rid of your magazine. They always travel with you.
You're always packing them in the box with everything
They go with the dishes, the silverware. They always go to the next house with you.
Yeah.
I said, all right, I figured this. So I put this together. This is the only thing that people reading out of the magazine, the entertainment magazine. So I just make it completely good. And keep it magazine. It's going to always travel with you. So I just had to use my mind. Like I said, that's the main thing that got my name out there. The dude with the magazine. Oh yeah, the dude with the magazine. Do call me. The dude with the magazine got a radio show.
The dude with the magazine.
Yeah, that's who I was at first, and then they got to realize that's Apple Scrap. The dude got the magazine.
Apple Scrap.
Right. I had to get it out there like that because I'm not in this for no hobby. This is business, and I'm trying to reach the ultimate goal.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody, Hollywood need me out there. Like they miss.
Well, when you go to Hollywood, you gonna make sure you take Beyonka with you.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. I don't need nobody.
I done had a few friends go to Hollywood and leave Beyonka, and then come back and say, "Tag, I'm back, man. I should have took you when I went to Hollywood." Like, you know,
understand how hard it is to actually, pursue your ultimate dream without.
There we go.
Yeah, I know how hard it is, and like I told you tonight, I wasn't even gonna come on the show, but I wasn't gonna leave the show empty without us representing. So the kid made up. Unfortunately, the other ladies couldn't make it, but I wasn't going to just not show up or have nobody represent.
Let me tell you something. I'm glad you made that decision because I'm a stalker. You know? Did anybody tell you that?
Yeah, you called me when I was getting off the highway.
Did you Google me? You should Google me because let me tell you something. I don't just go away. Like even when it comes to like meeting good people, you know how you meet somebody out in the club, or not even in the club, but you meet somebody at a networking event, and then y'all exchange business cards, and you be like, call me, but that person don't ever call you. No, I call you. No, you say we gonna work together, we gonna work together.
But you gotta actually be persistent.
You gotta be persistent in this business, like. And you know what? I think the persistence shows your dedication and your passion and what your craft is. And if you don't show persistence, then that means, well, why should I be interested in something you're not even fully interested or invested in? You know what I mean? So my persistence, if Apple Scramble didn't call me tonight, you guys, if he didn't come tonight, you guys, even if the ladies would have showed up, I was still looking forward to seeing you. So I would have been still ringing that telephone like, what's going on, Apple?
I will overcome my welcome at the Playhouse.
You're not gonna overcome your welcome. You're not gonna
overdo.
I know. Look, when you see, I was doing it to like, let me read.
Yeah.
Overcome. Okay. So tell us. So your magazine has the ladies in it, and I mean, how are you featuring the ladies? Like, are you talking?
Well, it's not just actually, the ladies. Of course, we got some local like designers. They're in there, so I'm helping them get their movement out there.
So you're promoting and you're putting the designers out there and you're talking about them in your magazine as well.
Also, we got like entrepreneurs following our venues and events, like a whole lot of people. Like we got some rap artists that
and some artists.
Get their name out there.
So I'm telling you guys, like I'm trying to get Apple to tell you guys piece by piece what it is he's putting inside of his magazine. So if you are,
this the swimsuit edition. The first issue is a quarterly magazine.
You should have told me, Apple. I would have hit the gym.
Oh,
I would have hit the gym.
You gotta give people everything. Like some people like small and petite women. Some people like middle sized women. Some people like thicker women. Some people like BBW.
So you got all that in the magazine. You got a taste of everything.
You got to.
You do. So you guys watching right now inside of Beyonka's Playhouse, tell us what you want to see inside of the Apple of My Eye magazine from Mr. Baywatch.
BAE watch.
BAE watch. I like that. I like that.
Like I just don't like how like these days and times. It's comfortable for a woman to be called a bitch. That was my main focus. So it's almost like a woman empowerment thing because I got a daughter that I love dearly. Like that's my heart, and I would dare her to be disrespected. So I'm trying to bring some women empowerment to let the beauty of these women, but also these other women are talented outside of just a face or ass.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I also want to get that out there. They are mothers.
Yes.
They got other grinds. They are working. And these days in town, I ain't gonna lie, fellas, we gotta step it up. Women are on they grind just as hard as the men.
Absolutely. Definitely.
I will admit that.
Definitely.
I ain't afraid to admit that. My daughter grinds her ass off. My son lazy as shit. Boy, you better get a job.
Definitely. So, if you guys are interested in being able to advertise your business or link up with Apple and get your sexy girlfriend or you sexy yourself and you like, look, I know I got a Baywatch body and I'm trying to get in a swimsuit and get inside the magazine. Here is your opportunity.
Yeah. 3-for-1 promotion.
3
Radio,
for 1.
social media, and also the magazine. So
3 for 1. You can't beat that. Beyonka's Playhouse is trying to get on that right now. 3 for 1. And then, you know, later on, you got to come out with a calendar because that's what I'm working on right now.
Yeah, that's in the mix.
Yeah. I think I did a Sessions Playhouse calendar. Well, the last one I did was in 2012.
Okay.
And it was really hot. So ever since then, I've been saying I was going to do another one. So yeah, we can link up. We got hook up so we can do some things together.
That's what it's about network.
Yes.
Yeah,
so now let's talk, you guys. In the Facebook. Oh, okay, yeah, all right. My producer behind the scenes be giving me because I don't be following her rules sometimes, and I apologize. Okay, here we go. All right, and we are on cue card that was carefully written out. Okay, so how do you ask a person out in 2017? What is the proper way to ask someone out? Nowadays, I know a lot of people are dating from online, which is so dangerous, y'all. It's so dangerous. I know it's hard to just get out the house sometimes because some people get in lazy mode and you be working all day long or you on your grind all day long and then you just go home and it's so easy to just go on your phone.
Outside your house.
I know it's not dangerous.
6 people died before 6 o'clock.
Thursday.
Wait, what?
It's Thursday. It was 6 people who had lost their lives. They the only ones that was reported. Not to mention the ones that was unreported or not discovered.
Yeah.
6 people lost their lives before 6 p.m. in Baltimore City.
In Baltimore City, which is another reason why social media is probably. Yeah, like that is dangerous. It's scary. So that's why it's like it's scary. I watch ID Channel a lifetime.
I love the ID Channel.
Girl, I'm telling you,
right
y'all, I'm telling you, I am too. Let me tell you how bad it is for me. My TV, my remote broke, and it got stuck on the ID Channel. And I've been okay with that for 2 months. 2 whole months, nothing but the ID Channel. Because, you know, it's so informative. I'm just telling you guys hear about people getting killed in Baltimore City every day, right? You hear about people getting murdered. You hear about all those things, but you do not hear about people in suburban areas, like in the nice areas, who are committing some crimes that are out of this freaking world that you wouldn't even be thinking about, which is why I'm about to do my producer. Sorry, my producer. Okay, so dating in 2017. But the reason I'm talking about this is because on the ID Channel also, it tells you about situations like this when you meet somebody online and you're not being careful. If you decide to go on your phone and you decide to download a dating app in 2017, you should not be going on what we used to call a blind date. You should not be going on a blind date by yourself. That's insane. That's insane. Especially if you just met this person. Nobody introduced you to this person. Because back in the day, blind dates was, oh girl, Lakia, let me tell you about, this boy, and he's hot and I know him personally. Right. So you kind of feel a little more secure because Lakia hooked me up. So if I end up dead, y'all go talk to Lakia because she the one hooked me up. Right. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, if you in the comfort of your own home, and you online and you meet somebody and now all of a sudden you done met this person and you go on this date, but you have yet to tell Lakia or anybody else about this person. Nobody knows. And now you done met this person at the bar and disappeared. Right. Oh my God, you see the episode disappeared? Okay, my producer, I'm sorry.
I love it.
Disappeared though, but it's like, and they'll have on there where the girl walked into the bar and then never seen again because she done walked out the back door. Exactly. And never seen again. Make decisions. You know what I always say when you decide to do something, think about what I'm about to do the smart thing to do. Put it in my life. Like, am I getting dressed for the last time, making this decision to go and meet this person? Even in business, because in business, especially being Beyonka of Beyonka's Playhouse, a lot of people, of course, it's an exotic, adult, sexual type of show. So when doing business as Beyonka, being as though I am Beyonka, the whole team and everything, it's like people call me and want to do business. I had a man want to do a photo shoot of me about a month ago. And I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. He's like, yeah, I'm putting together this, daggone magazine. I'm putting together a magazine, and I'm coming from Texas. I was like, This person watching right now, this person probably like, dang, she put me out there. But he did. But the thing was, I said, oh, okay, sure. But you know what? I'm gonna have to call my team and have them all meet us so that we can do this. Let me tell you how the Facebook account that he was sending me messages from that whole day disappeared. The number that he called me from, because I gave him my number, the number that he called me from no longer worked after I said, let me call my team so that they can all meet us. And then he wanted to meet at Drew Hill Park as opposed to, because he was like, it's a nice day outside. It was like one of the first really nice days. He was like, it's a really nice day outside. It's a beautiful day to shoot. I have really good camera equipment, and I really would like to shoot you outside in the park. I was like, sure, you could. You think you want to shoot me for real? I don't think so, sir. No, you will not.
But you know what? It's crazy you brought that up because I believe like a couple of the women that I approached or, and make posters about it, I thought that was like some form of a pickup line or something like that. But now that they actually seen the results from our photo shoot that we had and how much we had fun, now I'm getting all these bing, 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 bing. I want to be in it. Oh, yeah, I like y'all magazine. How do I be in it?
Because you have to be careful. But you can't be mad, though. Because you got to be careful because there are some people out here that really do lure women in by trying to sell them a dream. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate.
Bill Cosby.
Ooh, no, he didn't.
Bill, they use that.
I mean, he may have. Look, I was just telling somebody about the Bill Cosby. Somebody put on Facebook the other day, like, if you believe that he's guilty, unfriend me right now. And I said, I didn't believe he was guilty until I watched the special they had on the ID channel about him. When I saw that special, I'm just sorry, y'all. I'm not saying this man is guilty or not because I was not there. However, you Google the special on Bill Cosby and watch it for yourself on the ID channel and listen to those stories and listen to what he did to his own blood daughter. Like, that was a bit much.
Well look here. You tell them about the experience that we had last week.
What, the photo shoot?
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was amazing. And I understand it is dangerous. Right. But with the way Apple did his invite, it was a group of us. So I felt comfortable immediately because if it was something where he singled me out or was communicating just me, one of the women that he invited, we were all included in a group message. So it was a group setting, you know what I mean? It was awesome. Like, we had a lot of fun. He provided a makeup girl. She was awesome. The setting was very nice. We had everything. We had a ball. Yeah, we had a ball. We did. I really
and the great thing about it, because what I prefer, although, the kid has experience in modeling. It was her first swimsuit.
My first swimsuit.
Okay. Well, you did good because I saw the arch of the foot, the whole thing, girl. I was like, okay,
I did good.
You did good.
Thank you, honey.
You did good.
And big shouts out to Kay Life Taylor too. She did a great job.
She was awesome.
Making the women feel comfortable. Because like I said, it was their first time.
Is Kay Life the photographer?
Yeah. Candy was the only two that had some experience in it.
Okay.
I thought that was awesome.
The other three ladies, it was their first time, but they killed it.
I thought it was awesome how you had a female photographer as well as a female makeup artist.
The more comfortable they are, the better the results.
Yeah, I think when I was doing my very first show, I was looking for only a female photographer and a female makeup artist, and I couldn't find one. So the photographer that I started using, shout out to Marquez. He's all the way in Nevada now, but Marquez really did good too. He made the women feel comfortable. Everybody had a ball, and he ended up being my photographer for a very long time. But I thought that was awesome because it was what I was trying to do in the beginning when I first started such as Playhouse with the women. Because it's important to feel comfortable. I'm not sure, how long have you been modeling?
I've been modeling for so let's just say I did it when I was younger.
Okay.
And then I became a mom, so I got out of it, and then I got back into it maybe like almost a little over a year ago.
Okay.
But I've been going strong and going,
So are you a print model or do you do runway?
Everything. I did a runway show last night. It was awesome. We had 7-inch platform heels on.
Wow.
And please, I didn't want to do the little ankle thing, the little tattoo.
Yeah.
So but I do all of that.
So what do you like more?
Runway, print. To be honest with you, I like acting.
Oh, wow.
More than
Okay.
anything. But the runway is a lot of fun. More than print because the runway is a rush. There's people out there, they waiting to see what you got on.
Yes.
And it's the element of just knowing everybody's watching you and you get to show this piece of clothing off, whatever it is. And so that is a rush for me. I love that. I love it.
I've never been in a show. I've always put them together.
Okay.
So I'm always the choreographer and all that stuff to put everything together for the show. But I know the rush that you get before the show is like about to begin, and there's all these people out there just waiting to see what you're doing. And I guess I'm not sure what to call myself because I just do all of the things that I wish I had other people to help me.
Right.
But either way, I know that they're about to see my work.
Exactly.
And what the rush and the fear, of like, oh my God. And then the fear, like, I hope these models don't fall.
Exactly.
I hope the dancers don't mess up. I hope the music don't mess up.
That's right.
All of that excitement before a show. It's amazing. Like, God, don't let. And one of my shows, y'all, we had candles all over the place. And one of the candles, somebody at the daggone table. Like, I just want, set the mood. I'm like,
that was probably nice.
It was so hot. It was so hot, but it was really hot too.
Okay.
After water flies.
Right.
But
it was hot in there.
It was warm. I had so many candles, but I didn't have. It was a really, really big ballroom, and I needed it to have that sexy, serene, intimate atmosphere. And one of the people at the table was playing around, and the daggone candle lit a napkin on fire. Let me tell you how I double axle flipped all the way over there, put that fire out, and was like, let's go.
How'd she get over there?
In the 4-inch heels, boots, I was like, not gonna stop. And the DJ had stopped playing the music, flipped back over there, let's get it. I refuse to have things go wrong in my show, and people know, and people were just like.
So you one of those type of people that know everything. You gotta oversee everything is going.
I
way.
do.
I do. Relax back and say, okay, I put her in charge of that, and I know she's going to handle it.
That's my issue. I don't know how to, and people watching this right now that know me personally are probably like, yes, preach. This is her problem. I don't know how to put people in charge.
Right.
And then at all. Like I don't even give people the opportunity to be in charge like I should. I just have a tendency.
You got something to call with it.
I have a tendency of actually doing everything. So I cook, I decorate, I organize the models, the outfits, the shoes, the clothes. I do the choreography. I put together all of the scenes. I put together the music, even for the DJ. The DJ was like, "Did you just bring me CDs?" I said, yeah, I made them because this is how I need the songs to flow. And I need them to flow in this way. He's like, but I have the equipment. I don't care, sir. This is what I need you to do.
Beyonka, that's one of the reasons why I prefer to deal with first time models or first time females that probably thought about modeling, but because if you use a lot of experienced models, they come in there, they know everything.
Yeah.
And that energy gets negative to the other women involved. Like she thinks she didn't know it all. Well, I don't want none of that. So I prefer to have a woman like, damn, I really am beautiful.
But you can get some models that that have modeled for years, that just have a love for modeling, that have good attitudes. Because I felt the same way. Like my first couple shows, I kept changing and kept starting over. Right. And even now, I'm in the process of starting over again with doing model calls and stuff. It's not because I don't want to have models that have been modeling for years. It's just because of that same thing you just now said. Because I don't like that attitude kind of takes over. Because even when you're doing a show, everybody does their shows different. You're not going to go to a fashion show that's going to be the same exact as someone else's fashion show. And the way that person who's putting together the show, their image for what it is they're trying to put out there, that's theirs.
Exactly.
And sometimes experienced models tend to say oh well, this is how it's supposed to be done.
Right.
But in fashion, what do you mean supposed to be done? This is, you know what I mean? And
it's not supposed to. It's
this is what I want.
You know what? For me, when I met the other females that were there for the photo shoot for the Apple of My Eye magazine, he's right. A lot of them were like, "Oh, I'm really nervous. I've never done this before. I've never been in front of the camera." And we were doing makeup and we had met down in the bathroom and stuff, getting dressed and everything. And myself, I started just
they had their little photo shoot in the bathroom.
And yeah, we did. And I started complimenting them and just like telling them like, "Girl, you look great. Like you have everything.
Yeah.
You absolutely have everything. There's no reason for you to be nervous right now. Go in there and kill it. Like and that's what." Sometimes it takes that hearing that from another woman.
It does.
To give them the comfortability to say, okay, well, if she think I got it, you know what I'm saying? And he invited you here. You didn't just get here because you don't have what it takes.
Yeah.
So you have what it takes, and trust me, you're killing it right now.
Yeah.
Go in front of that camera.
And a lot of things what actually surprised me a little bit. They wasn't uncomfortable with me being in there because it wasn't like I was like, okay, I had a female makeup artist and also, well, of course. It's some strong J's
it's so
out there.
great.
It's some strong J's out there. It's some strong J's out there.
I had of course, a female, also a female photographer.
Right.
And I was back there with her. And I put the ladies in so much of a comfort zone. Like I said, I loosened them up. Of course, that's what the comedy helped.
Ideas and stuff, and
so
he helped set the environment.
It went so smooth. Like I was just so surprised. I didn't imagine in this in my whole vision of it. I would never imagine it to go that smooth. Like
was that your first shoot?
No, it wasn't my first shoot. I've actually shot with a lot of females. Okay. Like I said, a lot of them that I work with.
A good blend of girls.
Right.
Like a good mix of. We had one with the short hair, one with the red, with the like it was just a good blend of females.
Because right now I got 42 women. Because like I told you, it's a quarterly magazine. So right now they're featured in the summer issue.
Okay.
So then I got a fall, a spring, and
so do you do a fashion show for Apple of My Eye?
That's something that Janine Stewart, which is my sister, she's helping me out. I have some, now also add that to the entrepreneur that's going to be entrepreneurs featured in there. I'm also help with people event coordinators.
Okay.
So they're going to be featured in the magazine as well. So
entrepreneurs, you guys can be featured inside of the magazine. Make sure you take note of that.
Right.
Okay.
The mission is D2R, Dreams to Reality. That's good.
Dreams to Reality. Yeah. Yes, let's bring our dreams to reality. I love that.
Not DTL. Don't go buy no tenders.
Don't go buy no tenders. Well, no, we ain't gonna knock them because we trying to get them for sponsors.
I'm not
gonna mess with you. So, so before I even move to my next card that my producers have told me I need to move to, are there any questions on there that or anything that I need to speak on yet, producer? Okay, good. So, how do you ask a person out? Like, what is a good way to ask somebody out?
What's up, Shorty?
What's
up, Shorty? No.
You know what? I don't really. Would you answer? That?
No, women hate that. They hate that.
Don't call me
short. I hate the yell. Period. Like that yelling. I don't like the yelling. Period.
Don't do that.
And don't yell and don't be too slick with it.
Right.
Like,
it's almost like, what is the man supposed to do? Because if they say something really, really slick, then it's like, okay, that was cool.
You just trying to get some ass.
Yeah.
Like that.
You know what I mean?
Like, look, let me put you on my magazine. So I know I'm just messing with you. No, but yeah. I mean, just the approach. The approach is important, and not being like obvious, like, oh, you bad as shit. I don't like cursing. Don't curse when you first approach me.
Right.
Things like that. Those are the things. So are there any particular ways that you do not like?
But like that's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard nowadays because women are so disrespected nowadays. So they already anticipating disrespect before a guy even really get a chance to tell them what or approach him with some respect. They already like, well, if I don't holler at him, he gonna call me a bitch.
The nice shape and the the curves, and then when a guy approaches, do we feel like, okay, all he's looking at is my curves and my shape? Do you find it easier to talk to a woman that seems maybe like not so confident versus the women that?
No. First of all, you can tell a woman like confidence in her walk, whether she got flat ass. A super ass. It don't even matter.
A flat ass or super ass.
Or super ass. It
okay. Don't matter. Her confidence is definitely.
You can tell. You can tell like the confidence, and sometimes you can tell their personality in their walk as well. Like one, for instance, today, Me and my grandson, we was out Security Mall, and I seen one of the young ladies who boyfriend, remember I was talking to you about that, boyfriend told her she couldn't be in the magazine. She was all for it. Beautiful.
That's a lot of
like
times,
drop dead,
yeah.
beautiful. Y'all must be insecure, but I seen her today.
You spoke about that the other day. I mean, the last time.
Last time at the show, like why would you give up on opportunity? And it only takes one. It only takes the one right one to discover. Because, like I said, I'm not into it. Like if the women get an opportunity outside of Apple My Eye, so hey, go do it.
Exactly.
Because the first magazine that came out, like I told you, was the entertainment magazine. I had a young lady holding a microphone on the front cover. This young lady used to work with me at a regular 9-to-5 job.
Wow.
After that magazine was discovered, it took one, and she's featured in Double XL magazine.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. And that's another thing I think with the experience.
They ain't give a hell about who published the magazine. They want to see her.
They just
Big shouts out to Alexis Page.
Right.
Yeah, definitely, Sean. Yeah, with working with one place, especially in I'm gonna just say in Baltimore, you know, when you're working with one place, it's kind of like, you know, sometimes people are a little leery, like, well, can I go and be with that person too? Like, we're all looking to, you know, rise in this entertainment business, and I don't think anybody feel any type of way if you're rising. If you're continuing to rise and you get an offer over here that's bigger than what I got, I'm gonna want you to go over there so that maybe you can pull a sister along in this chair, like pull me over there too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, because I had a young lady but the same situation, kind of like a young lady who was in the show, and she in one show, one girl's child's father was flipping out because she was doing a scene that he didn't personally like, and in the same show, another young lady met a gentleman who was at the show. I wish I had met him. It's like, I'm not hating on you, boy, you know who you are. But she met the gentleman, and the gentleman actually flew her out to Jersey the very next day and ended up putting her in the King Tut magazine. So I was like, oh, okay, that's what happens. Okay, I was just directing the show. I didn't actually.
Be followed. I got to get
Yeah.
I just want to give out a couple shout outs.
Yeah, go ahead, give your shout out. Wait, here, let me give back a laugh.
Yeah. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Beyonka for inviting me to the Playhouse 2 weeks in a row. I think that's a record.
That is
Ain't
a record.
Ain't nobody never been on here 2 weeks in a row. So I like to send a shout out to Beyonka for doing that for me. Of course, the Apple My Eye ladies, all the miles involved, all 42 of you ladies. I appreciate y'all for giving the opportunity to rock and roll with me. Big shouts out to the whole Mix Station fam, Mix Station Radio, the Rap the Scrap Show. Let me see. Brandy Lewis, one of the designers in the magazine. Brenda L. Jones. Also Melody Newman. Big shouts out to K Life Latte Taylor. And big shouts out to Day Street. Shade Street. That's
Shade.
Yeah, Shade Street. Well, I actually she won't beat me up for this. I'm still B Street. B Street makeup. Yes. Look out for her. She'll beat your face up. She'll make you look good.
Yes. Okay.
And I like I said once again, thank you for having me.
Oh, cool.
And big shouts out to God too, for bringing me back to life.
Oh my God, yes. We talked about that last week. Yes. Yeah, big shouts out to God. But yes, so thank you so much, Amy Scrap, for coming into the Playhouse. And yes. So
watch the show. Get one more girl.
Yeah, well, listen, we come on every Saturday, and even though right now we in transitioning from Saturday to Saturday right now, we're definitely so come on, you can move a little closer. Now it's just me and you. Ain't no man, just me and you. Look, yeah, there you go, Booker. There you go. That's the that's the issue that she's doing right now. But so girl. And so we got compromise. We do. So have you? It is. I'm trying to tell you, if you don't have faith and you don't pray, I'm telling you, I don't know how you make it through your days. Because if it was not for prayer and faith, I'm telling you, I would not be able to be sitting here right now and just be hopeful and faithful that God is just guiding my journey right now. Because I'm telling you, y'all know what Beyonka going to do. So, have have you ever had the opportunity of watching Beyonka's Playhouse?
I have not, but I'm on to it now. I've tuned in. I will
Yes,
definitely support it. And hopefully you invite me back. Let me do some more things. I want to come back
Yes.
and tell you everything that I've been doing.
Yeah.
I definitely want to come back.
I'm glad you feel that way. So I invited Apple back so soon because I didn't even know that he had Apple in my Eye magazine and all that stuff going on. I thought he was just a comedian. I thought he was just funny as hell.
Oh no.
And so when we were wrapping up last week and he started telling me about the apple in my eye, I'm just like, you know, people don't meet by chance.
That's
you know,
right.
Everybody has a reason to be able to meet you. And I just felt like, wow, what are the odds that he has a company with beautiful women? And here I am, Beyonka, I'm trying to build a Playhouse.
Right.
So this could definitely work out where we could work together. So I said, let me just go ahead and invite him right back. And as I said before, as you all know, in Beyonka's Playhouse world, Beyonka's Playhouse is in transition right now. So I've been doing a radio show for 6 months. Well, I started in November.
Okay.
And I started doing a radio show. And then in the end of April, I stopped doing the radio show and started doing the talk show part. So I really love the talk show. I love both. Both I really do. But I really am aiming for the talk show thing because I really like the talk show part. I like to be able to, I feel this is what I want to do. You know, when you fall into something that you really, you know, never had expectations to really do, which was the radio. I never really had expectations to do radio, but it was fun. You know, I was like, okay, God opened the invitation and I took it, and it was fun. And so now I'm doing. I was like, but what I really wanted to do, I was in the mirror at like 5, pretending I was Oprah with my mother red lipstick on.
Really?
Girl, with the little fake microphone, pretending like I was in a talk show. Girl, how you know it was a brush, girl? Yes. And so and that carried on. Like I used to make my little brother pretend like he was a part of the audience and pretend like I was on the show. So when you know, things happen for a reason, and now that I have this going, you know, I'm just trying to keep it going, push it up, and do big things with Beyonka's Playhouse. So thank you to everybody that's definitely supporting Beyonka's Playhouse through this transition and me being able to embrace this journey that God has me on right now. So it's good that you came at this time. I believe. I have faith. I have faith. So I'm believing and I'm being patient, you know.
You gotta stay steadfast on what your dreams are, and
definitely
on the right path.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you. So going live right now from YouTube. You guys, if you are a fan of Beyonka's Playhouse, but you can't always log on to Facebook, you can log on to YouTube and you can watch us on YouTube live. You just need to subscribe to Akira Queen. Oh my gosh. And when I saw your name was Akira Queen, I was like, oh, okay.
Sisters, honey.
Yes.
Queen sisters.
I'm serious.
You don't get no better than that.
Yes. Really? Yes. I'm trying to tell you, you know, so you know, when I'm just going to say personally, I think when you're born with a last name of royalty, you're going to always have people trying to knock you off of your throne. And people are going to always watch to see if you can continue to sit on your throne.
That's right.
So therefore, it's like you're born with like that eye. Like everybody just always watching. Either they watching or they trying to knock. One or the other.
One or the other.
One or the other.
The support really heavy, or they wait for you to fall.
Exactly.
One or the other. It's no gray area. You're absolutely right about that.
But I also believe that because we're born with last names of royalty, God just already has us favored. That's right. So, you know, no matter what, no matter how, even if it look like we falling, we not.
We grew up being Miss Queen. See, when you got old enough, Miss Queen.
Yes.
So better than that.
So it's just, but I'm glad that you guys are watching. So before we leave the Playhouse, let me see, because you know I got these cute cars, y'all. One of the questions I think we asked last week: do men still believe in courting women? And do women still enjoy being courted? And that just pretty much is like talking about, you know, like actually being taken out on a date, actually have a man actually take you out, you know, because that's really how it's supposed to be. Nowadays, women kind of got to stand up and be a little bit aggressive and take charge because sometimes
I think men are a little intimidated because we're so independent now.
Do you believe that? I was wondering.
I think they are. Like, I think we are so like independent and headstrong, and we making our own money and we making moves. And like Spec just said, like women on their A game.
Yeah.
You know, we really on that A game.
Yeah.
You know, you see a nice car back in the day, it was always a man drive.
Yeah.
You see a nice car right now, it could be a nice woman, and that's her car.
Yeah.
You know, we doing nice things, we doing big things. So I think men have gotten a little intimidated in that factor.
But does that give them a pass to not be men?
I don't think. No, it does not.
I don't think so. Y'all listen. That don't give you a pass.
I still want that aggressive, masculine,
alpha
male.
Exactly.
I still want that.
And that's what, in overall, this whole dating in 2017 topic. Overall, I want men to understand, from a woman at least, that even though women nowadays are very dominating, we're very aggressive, because we have to be. It's not. I don't even think it's because we want to be. Because if we get the right man in our life, then we're gonna soften up and be that woman that you're desiring. Sure. But even though we are taking that stance and we're out here and we're making our own money and we have our businesses and we have our cars and we paying our own bills, and you got nowadays, you call a woman, she got her own house, she got her own everything, and that can be a little bit intimidating. However, that does not mean that woman does not need you to be the man that God designed you to be.
That's right.
So you need to still take your role as a man and be a man and lead. And be the one to say, okay, let me stand up. Let me take her out. Let me go ahead and take her out on a date. I'm telling you. I just want men to understand that it does not mean that you don't have to be that man. Like, no, we're not looking for you to be the one. We're not looking for you to. And I even saw somebody make a post one day and said, do women take men out on dates? I know that women do that. I know women who do that. However, if you start out by having a woman take you out on a date and then you get mad because she starts treating you like a little girl, I don't really think that you can be mad at that, because you put her in the position of being the leader from the beginning. Right. You are the man. God created Adam first, and then he created Eve from Adam for Adam. So Adam was here first, so he's supposed to be the leader. So I'm going to need you to lead at all times.
But Beyonka, listen to this thought, right?
I
was saying that, I was thinking, we have a lot of men that are men, right, have changed. I mean, like, they are just so much more softer, like the way they dress.
They are.
We got a lot of men that are on the down low.
They are. And I don't know. Look, stop, producer. Look, I don't understand that either. If you are on the down low, what I don't understand about the down low is, right, I understand that some men are afraid of what society or what their families would think about them.
Right.
But why keep it from the person that you are intimate with and the person that you are sharing one space with? I don't understand that. Why are you that down low? Because now, I mean, and I understand the whole family. I don't want my mama to know, because my mama is a Christian and she's going to throw holy water on me.
That's right.
I don't want my daddy to know. I don't want society to know, because they're going to look down on me and they're no longer going to accept me for the man that I'm out here trying to be. Because I think some men think that because they have changed their sexuality, that changes them as a man. And I'm not one to determine that, but I'm going to say that I would accept you being man enough to say who you are. And being a man enough to actually be okay with who you are, as opposed to hiding it. And you can hide it from society, but what I don't understand about men that are on the down low is, why are you on the down low with the person that you are with? Like, you should be 1,000%, comfortable with telling that person that you're in a relationship with, like, listen, I know that I'm telling people that I like ladies, but I really don't like real ladies. I like the ones that look like ladies but have things that men have.
They got the same thing I got.
They got the same thing I got. And I'm just telling you as my significant other, because I don't want to hurt you as my significant other. Everybody says, people say all the time, truth hurts.
It does.
And it really does. It does hurt. However, a lie hurts 1,000 times worse.
It does.
This deception hurts. Don't it? Don't it?
To the white meat.
To the white meat, when you don't even see blood flowing no more. When you lie to somebody, especially a lie that deep, and I know y'all, other people probably looking like, we know what you're talking about. But I'm just saying, I'm not talking about nobody in particular. I'm just saying, period. Because I want for other women what I want for myself, and that's to be in a relationship with somebody who's in a relationship with me. So not in a relationship with me just so that the camera can see it, or so that society sees it, you know, so that your friends can say, oh, okay, I'm your homeboy because you're in a relationship with this nice looking woman, you know, or your family can say, oh, okay, I can accept you because you got a relationship with this woman. Just be by yourself. That's another thing I don't understand.
Just be by yourself.
Be by yourself. You don't have to have a relationship. Yeah. Don't put me in on your BS. Like, why? I don't understand that.
Meanwhile, my true man is somewhere, and I ain't finding him because I'm stuck with you.
Yeah. Girl, now you better preach.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying. Yes. Stop allowing yourself to be stuck in relationships with people that you know that the relationship has ended a long time ago. Long time ago. And stop keeping people in relationships that you don't even want to be in.
The bell's rung and you're the only one coming out from the corner fighting for the relationship. They still over there in their corner.
Right?
Yeah, like take two to fight for this to work, you know?
Yes. So are you single? Are you in a relationship?
I am in a relationship. Yes.
So what do you think? So because I can't say what are your expectations for going on a date. Okay, I can actually ask you that. Okay. What are your expectations on a real nice date in this day and time with your significant other? What would be a nice date? Somewhere, and this is so that we can give you guys a little bit of a, you know, examples of what you can do when you want to take your significant other out on a date.
I think a nice date is just you know, and to me, money is not always the object of a nice date. So for me, a nice date would be, I love to eat.
Okay.
So someplace where I could eat, you know, and maybe it is a nice restaurant with you know, good food. I like Italian food, so something like that. And just, you know, the element of him opening the door for me, and just sitting and having good conversation, a place with nice lighting, like you said, like that whole element, right?
Yeah.
And then from there, maybe go somewhere together and just have like a drink, maybe sit in a bar or something and just enjoy a drink and conversation.
Okay.
And then just the expectation of being able to go, since I'm already in a relationship, when we get back home, not feeling obligated to any type of sexual thing is probably when the sexual thing is going to occur.
I think that is a big. I like that how you worded that and what you said, because I think that when you do feel obligated, that's when it's an ugly situation.
You don't want to do it.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. It should be natural. I've said that several times. Like, you know, you really don't have to like be pushy about it, or, you know, make a person feel obligated. Because if you start, even while you're sitting at dinner and you about to leave dinner, and then they start having sexual conversations,
slurs and stuff.
Those slurs make you want to go home by myself.
Exactly.
Like, oh, okay, you know what? Exactly. Yeah, no, you know what? Let me go ahead and call this Uber. Because
I'm going to go and get my own ride home.
Yeah, the way you make it. So I think that's important as well. And then that whole thing nowadays, like, well, if I pay for dinner, you know, like, or if I'm, I saw a girl, I be on Facebook, so I be reading a lot of, especially men. I read a lot of these posts and a lot of these statuses that get put up, and they're like, well, what did you expect or something? If you want lobster and expensive dinner, then why should I not expect something at the end? Why should you? Like, isn't that just being a gentleman?
See, what men don't realize is that when you bought that lobster dinner and you dropped me off at home with just a nice conversation and respect, you gonna get it. Like, you gonna get it even more now. Because that whole element that I know you wanted, but you wasn't pushy about it.
Exactly.
Makes me want you.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And, you know, I also think that goes into the expectations of what that man has for you. Exactly. Because if that's all that he really is looking for is to sleep with you at the end of that date, then that kind of tells you about him, and, you know, the whole expectations, because we all know sometimes you tend to just fall in love immediately, and you had them expectations, you already picking out that dress in your mind.
What you gonna wear? What you gonna put away? Because it's gonna hug everything just
yes. You already have all that expectations.
It's a method to the madness. I'm telling you, it's a method to the madness.
It is. So I guess it's pretty much, you guys, dating in 2017, being mannerable, being considerate, being compassionate when you are approaching someone, asking them out in a nice way. And again, if you are on social media or you are on one of these dating services, one of these dating apps, being careful when going out or when meeting somebody, you know, off of one of these apps, making sure that you're not just going out here meeting somebody by yourself, making sure you Call your homegirl. Call your.
Give it a tag number to his car.
Yes, take pictures.
In this kind of car, just take a picture.
Yes,
and text
yes.
it to her.
My big sister is famous for that. Whenever she goes out on a date, she will call me. Listen, I'm going out. This tag number. This is what he look like.
That's right.
Sending me pictures. It's important to do things like that because we live in a really scary world right now. So dating in 2017, make sure you're doing safe dating in 2017. If you're on social media, you're on these apps. I'm not saying not to do that because sometimes you don't have time to go out. You might not be that type of person to want to go out to all these bars and clubs and meet people. If you're meeting somebody in the house on social media, just do it in a safe way and make sure if you're meeting somebody, even if you are getting your homegirl to go with you on this date and y'all are meeting somewhere, meet somewhere safe where it's well lit, where you can safely be seen at all times. Look, I joke all the time. Make sure it's a camera. Make sure you go somewhere where it's a camera. If you go somewhere and there are no cameras, then that means nobody sees you. I need cameras to see me. So don't go to the little lounge on the corner of Cary Street.
There's no cameras out there.
There's no cameras out there.
So trust me, it's not.
And if it is, they don't really work because that's on Cary Street. Go somewhere where there is well lit, where you know that other people are going to be there, and you can go on a safe date, and you can actually return home to your babies or return home. Period. You know, just make good decisions like that. And I think it's okay for ladies to take men on dates. I think that it's okay. However, just be aware, like I said earlier in the conversation, just be aware, you know, it's a man's role. Like the man is supposed to be the one to be the leader. And I was raised by queens. I was raised by women who taught me what a woman was supposed to be treated like. I was raised by men who taught me what a woman was supposed to be treated like, and that is being picked up, having your door open for you, having a man actually, you know, make sure you get in the car. You got to dress someone, let them lift your dress, put it in there, close the door. I was raised by men that taught me that. So if you're going out on a date, I believe the first date should be from the gentleman. The gentleman should be taking you out on a date and allow him to ask you out on a date. Netflix and chill.
That's not.
It's not a date. Netflix and chill means that you having a hookup, and if that's what you're looking for.
By
all means, Netflix and chill. But I mean, I personally think if you're looking for an actual date where you're actually going to have something, you know, pursue after that, Netflix and chill should not be there.
It should be there.
No. So you guys are going to see a lot more of Lakia Queen.
Yes, this is the first time we are coming back.
Yes, I'm looking forward for you to come back. And hopefully, you know, I know you got with Apple, so I don't want Apple to be like, girl, I'm going to cut you. But I'm also doing the Beyonka's Playhouse dolls. So I'm like building up, you know, the Beyonka's Playhouse dolls. I have a couple of shows coming up for exotic dancers where I'm going to be recruiting some of the exotic dancers as models as well, because I'm putting together a fashion show for the fall. So I have a lot of stuff going on that consists of models. So yeah, we definitely got to keep in touch and network. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for coming to the Playhouse, Miss Lakia. I really, and you guys can see the pictures that Miss Lakia took with Apple. I'm not sure if they're actually ready yet, but when the magazine is actually done, you know when it's going to be done?
Somewhere around August or September, something like that.
Okay, and it's the Baywatch, right?
It's called Baywatch, BAE Watch.
BAE Watch. So you guys look out for that this August. Shout out to Apple Scrap. You know, he don't like the fact that I don't have AC right now, so he be trying to get real quick.
But he's coming back.
But he's coming back too. Yeah, so you guys make sure you stay tuned to Beyonka's Playhouse talk show. Again, you can subscribe by going to YouTube, and then for my YouTube fans, if you on Facebook, please go to Beyonka's Playhouse on Facebook and hit that like button and follow me on Facebook. I just need y'all to be following me everywhere and make sure that you are part of everything that Beyonka does.
She's popping, y'all.
I'm trying to be just a little bit. Yes, thank you guys for tuning in tonight to Beyonka's Playhouse talk show, talking about dating in 2017. Please feel free to leave your comments in the underneath there. You know, tell me what you think about the show. Tell me what you think about dating in 2017, and I'll see you guys. I'm sure I'll see you before next week, but most likely I'll see you next Saturday at 9 o'clock. Good night.